What's up, peoples? Today I wanted to tell you about my 3 favorite support weapons for the bots, not including the recoilless. Now I say not including the recoilless because we all know that it's one of the best support weapons in the game, so I see little to no point in talking about it. Let's get into it, starting with number 1. The APW-1 Anti-Material Rifle. One of my favorite support weapons from day 1, even before all the fixes. Unlockable at level 2, costing 5,000 red slips. It's one of the best support weapons to bring to any mission from Diff 1 all the way to Diff 10. The AMR does not need to be scoped to fire, but it's far more inaccurate when not. Though, if you can get the hang of it, it's a lot more fun, especially in shorter ranges. There are ways around the fact that the AMR does not have a third-person reticle, such as using other apps or mods that add one in. My personal recommendation that I use is Crosshair V2. It's on Steam, it's free, and it's accessible to most if not everyone. If you like using the sights, the AMR comes equipped with a 10x scope, just like the DCS, with variable zoom options at 50, 100, and 200 meters. It also fires a 12.5mm bullet, giving it AP4 with 450 base damage and 180 durable damage according to the wiki, allowing you to kill hulks by mag dumping them roughly 1.5 mags into the chest without hitting the face, though it does only take 2 shots to the face. Tanks only require 4 shots to the heatsink, but you can't damage it anywhere else because of its durable damage and the fact that it's only AP4. The same goes for objectives such as mortars, anti-air emplacements, and the ships on the Sabotage Airbase missions. Those only take 4 shots. You can even take out the cringe turns that everyone hates in 4 shots at any spot. Gunships are also a breeze, only requiring 2 shots to the thrusters. Devastators require 1 shot to the face or 2 to the front of the torso. Even factory striders can be taken out with 2.5 mags, possibly 3, to the belly if you can get to it, or to its foot. Sadly, bot fabricators, jammers, and detector towers can't be destroyed using the AMR, so make sure you plan accordingly for that. The AMR can be matched with almost any loadout, giving its versatility at almost any range, but here are some suggestions on things you can use for a better time. The Siege Ready or Peak Physique armor passive comes highly recommended for either a better reload speed and ammo or better handling. Some backpacks to consider, if you so choose, are the Jump Pack and Hover Pack. Dealer's choice which one, for better mobility and the ability to access better vantage points. The ammo backpack, because we all know it's one of the best things to bring to any mission and any faction. Or any of the guard dogs to watch your back as you take out the bad guys from a distance. When it comes to primaries and secondaries and other stratagems, it's really whatever you want, or what you think you need depending on the mission type. Now, the AMR isn't without its downsides, such as having pretty bad ergonomics, making it hard to aim accurately in a timely manner. Yet still better than the stock Eruptor, or at least it feels that way, and having one of the worst recoils of any gun in the entire game. While only having 7+1 in the mag with 6 spare mags, which I don't think it's bad, but definitely hoping weapon customization comes to the stratagems, allowing for a larger mag capacity. Also, its inability to destroy fabricators and other large object does make it lose some points. But once you get past that and get used to it, running the AMR can be one of the most fun weapons of the game, which is why it is my number 1 pick. And number 2, the RS-422 Railgun, unlockable at level 20 and costing 10,000 rec slips. It's one of the strongest support weapons with the ability to one-shot almost anything on the bot front. Great for use at any range as long as you can keep your cool and keep a steady aim. Though it's not a sniper and it only has a holographic sight, it still makes for a very good option to delete bots from way over there. The railgun has 2 firing modes. A safe mode for those who like to take their time without worrying about their weapons blowing up in their face and still doing 600 damage at AP 5 and 225 durable damage. And a safe mode which allows you to overcharge the rifle, giving you potentially 1500 damage at AP 5 with 562 durable damage according to the wiki. All that means is that the railgun has the ability to decommission every enemy on the automaton front. But that doesn't mean you'd necessarily want to, given that it shares the same demo force as the Stalwart. That means, even with its high damage, to kill a factory strider in one of its weak points, it'll take roughly 20 fully charged shots, which is not ideal at all. But when it comes to every other enemy, the railgun can 1 to 2 shot them depending on their weak spots and if you're using overcharged shots or not. For example, to kill a tank or a tank turret from the front, the railgun takes roughly 7 shots at overcharged, which is way too many shots for it to be viable, though it will do in a pinch. But it only takes 2 overcharged shots to the heatsink. So factory striders and tanks are the only 2 enemies you might have to worry about depending on your loadout. But when it comes to literally everything else, the railgun can delete everything from gunships to troopers, but it might be a bit of an overkill with the chaff bots. Even the cringe turret can be taken offline with 1 overcharged shot or 2 safe charge shots. But the one that it's the most efficient with is the Hulk, only requiring 1 safe charge shot to the face if you can aim, but they don't make it easy for you, especially when they're on the move. Because of that little waddle they do when they walk or run, it can be difficult to hit your shot sometimes. But that's easily countered by placing 1 overcharged shot to the leg, breaking it, causing it to slow down considerably, allowing you to get that perfect headshot, and turning it into a print on a t-shirt. Devastators are also taken out in 1 safe charge shot to the face, front chest, or anything below the waist. Now the railgun does have some downsides, like its low demo force, meaning you can't open crates or break fences. It also only comes with 20 extra cartridges, which might sound like a good number, but remember, it's only 1 shot per cartridge, so you might want to pair it up with the ammo backpack. It's also a charged weapon, meaning you have to charge it up to get that 1 shot off, so close range fights might be a bit difficult. And don't forget, it will explode in your face if you overcharge it too much, leaving you without a support weapon and possibly dead. But once you get the hang of how it works, the railgun is perfect for hunting down automatons and turning them into scrap, which is why it's number 2 on my list. And last but not least, number 3. The LAZ-98 laser cannon. To be honest, this stratagem started out as one of my least favorite weapons, but as I played the game more and more and got better over time, I realized it wasn't that it was bad, more so that I didn't understand how to use it, and also skill issue. Now, by no means is the laser cannon the best, but it is super fun to use, especially with the right loadout, and more so if there are 4 of y'all using it. Unlockable at level 5 and costing only 4,000 Rex Lips, the laser cannon is very easy to use, especially if you know your enemy's weak points. Given that it has no recoil and essentially infinite ammo, due to having a heatsink that can be cooled off simply by not using it for a couple seconds. The LC pairs nicely with any of the 3 primaries because you can switch back and forth before overheating, meaning you can pretty much establish an infinite DPS. From Diff 1 to Diff 10 Super Hell Dive, the laser cannon can melt everything the bots have to offer. Though, keep in mind, it does not have the best DPS. That is because the laser cannon only does 350 damage per second because it's a continuous beam, not bullets that are fired. For example, the HMG does 150 damage, but that's per bullet, meaning with the fastest RPM being 750, the HMG does 1,875 damage per second. So you might be asking, hey Midnight, if that's the case, why isn't the HMG here instead? And that is a very good question. So to start off, unlike the HMG, the laser cannon has infinite ammo as stated before, unlike the HMG that has 100 round drums and you only get 2 spare drums. The laser cannon also has a demo force of 20, allowing you to open shipping containers and break fences, unlike the HMG's 15. And last but not least, the laser cannon has the ability to set things on fire, meaning a lot of the times you don't need to hold the beam on the bad guy the whole time because the fire will finish it off. Another thing the laser cannon has over a lot of the stratagem weapons is aim correction or adjustment. And what I mean by that is, unlike ballistic weapons where you have to worry about recoil and shot placement, the LLC is legitimately a laser pointer. So you can miss the weak spot and that's fine. Just walk the laser over to it, and while you're doing it, you're still doing damage and setting them on fire. You also don't need to worry about damage fall off or bullet drop, because again, it's a laser. It also has an effective range of 200 meters and will do the same damage throughout the whole 200 meters. Not that you're going to be fighting anything that far away anyway. Comparatively, the AMR has an effective range of about 70 meters before experiencing significant damage fall off and bullet drop. You can also pair the laser cannon with any loadout, though admittedly, the full laser build is probably the most fun. There's also no need for the supply pack, and if you want extra DPS, you can always bring an AR or the laser dog to help. So even with its downsides, I personally think the upsides to the laser cannon even it out very well, despite its low DPS. And that's why it's number 3 on this list. Thank you for watching my video on my 3 favorite support weapons for the automatons. And if you'd like to watch more, like and subscribe. And don't forget to join the Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.